And welcome back to the Wudder Boys podcast, quenching your thirst for quality sports content. I'm Nikki Siggs, here with my co-hosts, Luke Opilski, Augie Davidson, but no Justin Leary.
Yeah.
He's slacking, man. Nobody knows where
Maybe
he
he had
is.
an interview or something.
So we
Soft.
does not have game.
Nope.
No. Like Siggs said, everybody, welcome back. We're starting to do these episodes more frequently now, which is a very good thing.
It's almost like we have a schedule or something.
I know,
Ugh.
right? Especially when we welcome everybody coming from the It's Always Funny on our podcast, wherever you may listen to that on. Welcome to our channel. Do listen to the podcast. It is a tough listen. So that's what we have to say on that.
Yeah. I mean,
Luke throwing some darts. Start this one.
Yeah, there was some
someone take
some
darts?
Instagram beef going on. Dart season, eh? Full send, eh?
Hey.
There was some Instagram beef going on between the Wudder Boys and the It's Always Funny, even though they're not that funny.
No.
On our podcast.
They're really
crew.
just kind of boring, to be honest.
Yeah, they're boring, man. You just talk about everyday life. We talk about
Random
stuff
shit.
that people actually care about. So
Yeah, I mean, but neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Let's get into the sports, shall we?
we are a sports podcast. That's true. That's for
Sure
sure.
that. All right. Starting off this week, obviously our resident NBA expert is Justin, who is not here at the moment, which is unfortunate. So I'll take it over. So obviously there was a very sad news with the death of John Thompson, former Georgetown coach. And it really is very sad that lost a living legend.
Coach
it
like
was
of Ewing,
Iverson. Yeah. Like a real living legend.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like I saw online a video of AI's Hall of Fame speech. Dude was like bawling talking about John Thompson. So tells you what kind of guy he is. Or was, unfortunately. And then in lighter news, we have the second round of playoffs starting, which is huge. But we're not there yet. So out west, we have the absolute massive series, which is in essence like a one-on-one ISO series at this point between Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray. In 6 games, they have scored a combined 365 points in one series.
Highest in playoff history, right?
Yeah.
They shattered Jordan and I think it was Sir Charles, I believe. I think I saw it on ESPN earlier today. They shattered their record.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
When they
they're both averaging over 30 a game.
Yeah.
When they drew the Denver Utah matchup, I thought that was going to be good. It's too like
didn't think it was me this
Midwest.
good.
Yeah, this is fun. I'm not sure if either of these teams, whoever wins, I don't think they have any chance at the Clippers, or I don't think they're going to beat the Clippers. But
maybe.
Yeah.
You never
give me
know.
some entertainment first round.
The Mavs pushed the Clippers, and the Mavs were without Kristaps Porzingis.
If Paul
for the
George
last
plays like
3
he did,
games of that
maybe.
series. If Paul George starts slow, I don't think the Clippers
Paul George
win that
actually
series.
plays basketball. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. Game 7 is tonight, as of us recording this. So
yeah,
isn't there another game 7 too?
Yeah, there is.
Sure.
There is another
game
game
7?
7. Another out west game 7, because the West is just superior to the East.
Yes.
The grudge match, Oklahoma City, Houston Rockets, game 7 tonight. Tonight as well, right? Or is that
tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
We are recording
Yeah.
Tuesday, September 1st. Tomorrow being Wednesday. September 2nd.
Colin, if you're listening, I think we got to start putting the dates on the as soon as we start the podcast. Let people know what day it is in case they're confused. But thanks.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Obviously, Chris Paul and the Rockets coming back in Game 6 to force a Game 7, which was huge. And then out east, out by us, the Heat and the Bucks were already in round 2, like well into round 2, because the East blows. Surprisingly, though, the Heat up 1-0 on the Bucks behind Jimmy Butler's 40 points. So happy to let him go.
Always was clutch.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that we didn't sign him to a max contract, and we signed him to
Hey, that's another episode. That's we can
so excited.
We
so excited about that.
But he balls.
Al Horford, eh?
Al Horford, eh? Fantastic. Great signing Al Horford was. Really useful.
Toby.
Yeah. But the Bucks did open with a loss in their series against the Magic, so
true.
they may bounce back. Yet to see.
The Heat are a better team, though. The
Yeah,
Heat
then
are
again,
a
that was
much
the
better
Magic
team.
too.
Yeah. The Heat are a much
Mhm.
better team than the Magic.
Mhm.
And then
I mean,
the
hey,
other
you never know.
series, yeah, you never know. And then the other series is the Rockets, not the Rockets, sorry, the Raptors and the Celtics. And the Celtics are currently up 1-0, and they play tonight. No?
Why are they so good? They do play
What?
tonight. Why are they
The
good?
C's?
Brad Stevens.
Brad
Why?
Stevens,
Everything.
Jason Tatum,
Everything.
Jason Brown. Oh, no, not
Jalen
what's his name?
Brown.
Jalen, my fault.
Yeah.
It's like the Patriots. You hate
Kemba,
that they're good, but they're so good. They're like frustrating.
their wings are insanely good.
Tice.
They play small ball. Yeah, it's an aggravating team. And that's pretty much the end of the NBA, to be honest. I mean, coaching vacancies starting to pile up. So obviously, we'll start to see some coaches get signed probably after the end of the playoffs, though. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see who else gets fired because I'm sure other coaches will be relieved of their duties with their organizations. And then, yes, let's pick a quick winner. Who do we think is winning Rockets Thunder?
The Rockets. They have more talent overall.
Yeah, James Harden has looked a lot better these playoffs than past playoffs that the Rockets have been in, and I think they'll get the job done.
It's hard not to ride the hot streak of the Thunder a little bit, though.
I like the Thunder more, and I said the Thunder would win this series. I think at the start of all this.
I'm rooting for I think a Thunder win. To be honest, I think James Harden just chokes.
I hope he does. Cool narrative.
I hope he does too. Honestly, yeah.
I wish.
He's played good
I
so
hope
far.
CP3 gets to the next round of the playoffs. Then
I like the Thunder.
of the ISO with Donovan and Jamal Murray, who do we think's winning the series, and who do we think is going to have more points in Game 7? Do a little prop bet.
I'm gonna go Nuggets.
Nuggets to win the series. Who's
Nuggets to win the
scoring more?
series. I think Donovan's gonna score more though.
Donovan more points in the series.
I'm gonna go.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same as Luke. I think Donovan's scoring more, but I think Utah wins. But it's not like Jamal Murray's gonna have like 20 and Donovan's gonna have 50. Like Jamal will have 40, but I think Utah still wins the series. Denver.
Game
That's
7
to overtime.
Game 7.
Game 7s, I should say. 7's
Yeah.
Game 7s, yeah. And then on to another bubble, a little further north, by a lot. And that's hockey.
Looking like
Two
the Eastern
bubbles.
Conference in the NBA because the only one of the series is at 5 games right now, or 6 games. The other one's probably going to be 5 series here in the second round of the NHL. In the East, Lightning triumphed in double overtime over the Bruins yesterday. So that'll send the Lightnings to the conference finals, their first since 2018, I guess. After last year, they had a major choke against the Blue Jackets, so this is good for them. Also knocks out the defending Eastern Conference champions in the Bruins, who've looked a bit sloppy since the bubble restart, so nothing too surprising.
Speaking of sloppy hockey,
And
let's go to the other
non-sloppy
Eastern.
hockey.
Let's go to the other Eastern Conference games.
Sounds like a transition right there to another series.
Colin, can you put a segue tally up for the rest of the video? Just in general.
Yes.
Like, good segues can give us a point, minus a point. You be the judge.
This is true.
Mhm.
So then our obviously our own Philadelphia Flyers playing some sloppy hockey.
And the team they are playing, the New York Islanders,
is not playing sloppy hockey.
Great hockey.
They look good.
They're dominating us.
They look good.
Now, I'm not a hockey person. Preface. But I watched a little bit of Game 4, sorry. And they just look superior in every sense of the word. So we'll see how Game 5 goes, but I'm not expecting a win from the Broad Street Bullies. So we'll see what happens.
The Islanders have not defending champion, but a championship coach. Barry Trotz, their coach, was the Capitals coach 2 years ago when they won it.
I mean, listen, the Flyers looked like they
experience.
were the best team in hockey for like a month straight.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of fell off the face of the earth. Like they were playing at a championship level, but now they're not. So
Speaking of falling off a cliff, Colorado Avalanche, who entered the 16-team bracket as the
Segue number 2.
co-favorite.
That was better than the first one.
They entered as
Sloppy
the
Topper.
co-favorite, and they dropped a 3-1 series deficit to the Dallas Stars. They brought it back to 3-2. Game 6. Excited for that, but this was pretty big because Colorado looked like the favorite along with Vegas, and
One's
they
getting
found
the job
themselves in a
done,
hole.
one isn't.
So this is kind of shocking. Speaking of
Vegas.
Vegas, they do get the job.
3-1. They're getting the job
3-1
done.
on Vancouver, and Vegas probably the favorites right now,
For sure.
far and ahead. And this is, again, perspective. You don't know anything about hockey. This is the 3rd year of their existence. This is
Vegas.
good.
Yeah. It's very impressive for an expansion team. Unreal. Definitely a special team.
Yeah. So
Supersonics.
they did announce
No?
I don't think we ever mentioned it. They did announce the. You said Supersonics.
Oh yeah, the
that took
Portland
me to Seattle.
hockey team.
Seattle.
Seattle. No, well,
They are the
Hey, I was gonna
Seattle
say, what do you mean
Kraken.
Portland?
Oh yeah, Seattle Kraken. It wasn't the
Crack-
Supersonics. It was the Kraken.
Right.
So cool. I
Colin
guess.
may need to fact.
Let's
Colin
see.
may need to fact check me on this, but I think in 24 hours, the Kraken had more Instagram followers than I want to say the Mets. I'm pretty sure.
That's sad.
Fact check on that. It was one of the New York teams. Had less followers than the Kraken did. A brand new
And-
expansion team in under 24 hours.
And we will have some Mets news later, because
Do we have
We
to?
will.
we will have some Mets news later. Obviously, Nikki doesn't follow baseball, but
No,
So
I
it's not
do.
transition
I just don't want to.
you don't want. Here's something else I don't want to follow: college football. Like, what's the point?
So
Like,
college football actually started.
Yeah, it did.
2 days ago.
You watched that game? Anybody
No
watch
one
that
cared.
game?
Austin Peay
Austin P.
from the Ohio Valley Conference, their defending champion, faced off against Central Arkansas, the defending champion of the Southland Conference.
First play of the game, 75-yard touchdown.
Triple
College
option.
football's back, baby. Yeah.
Back, but not for
and-
long. So
It ended
Yeah.
with a 24-17 Central Arkansas victory. And you might say, I've never heard of either of these two schools. Why does this matter to me? I don't really care. This is big on a perspective thing. They've at least taken a plane off in some way. They've gotten a game under their
They
belt
started.
now. And they're going to start progressing. They're going to get more games under their belt. There are games this Saturday, I'm pretty sure. There's actually a game on Thursday, too. So they're going to start playing
we'll
these
see what
games
happens.
see if it works.
see.
Not
We will see.
working, the Big Ten.
Hmm.
We've previously mentioned they canceled their season. Now they're looking to start it up in fall. They just seem like a mess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big Ten. Yeah.
I
ACC playing.
heard that President Trump was on the phone with I don't know the commissioner of the Big Ten, and he was like, "We're on the yard line." Is the quote in the article. So they're either close or they're not close. Nobody knows. Nobody
I
cares.
think the
Nobody knows.
College football.
underlying fear, Kevin Warren's the commissioner of the Big Ten. Underlying fear is if they have
Yeah.
canceled this season, they don't get it done. The SEC, the ACC, and the Big 12 finish a season, crown a national champion. How bad does that look if you're the Big Ten?
Awful.
Why would a kid come to the
Looks
Big Ten
terrible.
school when they realize the SEC is
When
willing
they realize
to
the
put,
commissioner's a baby, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
like,
and they realize the SEC is willing to
like
put
when
the work
faced with
into putting season.
adversity, the Big Ten folded at the end of the day. The Big Ten
Yeah.
folded. At least, like, the other schools are trying. I don't know if it's a good idea that they're trying, but at least they're trying.
We've yet to see. I hope it works.
Yeah.
I just have to.
Hey, you're getting
give you
SEC football. That's all that matters.
and ACC football. And with ACC football, do you know who plays in the ACC, Luke?
I can name a
Clemson.
lot of people that play in
The
the ACC.
Syracuse Orange.
That was another good transition.
dedicated
No,
fan.
it wasn't.
Asked. No, that was a good transition. Just not a transition to anything relevant. One of our dedicated fans, just mentioned Syracuse football, in our DMs, and I'd like to give him a shout out. I said I would just mention Syracuse football. They're
This is
trash.
so
They're
sad.
probably going to be trash next year. No one really cares about them. Go Orange.
Where's Syracuse
Yeah,
anyway?
exactly right.
Somewhere in
New
New
York.
York. Yeah.
In Syracuse, New York.
Oh.
And obviously, NFL starts.
Yeah, relevant football. Thank you, Augie.
Relevant football.
Big news.
In a
Huge week for the
In a
NFL.
week from 2 days away.
Hey, you know what's
Yeah,
also
right.
huge news? Jason Peters. Dude wants
What about Jason? What, that he wants more money?
Yeah, obviously he wants more money to go play left tackle if the Eagles choose to put him there. And what are your thoughts on this situation? Here's the thing. After
We're gonna go 9-7 anyway. I don't really think it matters. I mean, for people that haven't been paying, if you're not an Eagles fan or you're not paying a lot of attention to Eagles football, the Eagles are starting to they have shades of the past 3 seasons where just everybody under the sun gets hurt all of a sudden in like 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Andre Dillard going down with a
hurt.
torn
He's
biceps.
not hurt. It's weird. Andre Dillard's out for the season. Lane Johnson was here today. He didn't practice. Jalen Rager's injured. Javon Hargrave's injured. Brandon Brooks is out for the season too.
You ever think your strength and conditioning coach is just bad at his job?
Yeah, well, they fired them and they hired new ones, and these guys are even worse because it's happening before the season starts.
It's sad. Like someone doesn't know what they're doing, or our players are just broken.
All of the above.
Yeah, just won't see all of them on the field.
All of the above.
Mm.
You want to know who else you won't see on the field this year? Potentially. One Leonard Fournette.
No, someone will pick
potentially.
him up. I think he's too solid not to get picked up by a team at the end of the day.
For those not knowing what we're talking about.
Money.
Yeah, he was cut from the Jaguars.
They were just. I think they just wanted to move on. They couldn't find a trade partner for him, and they didn't want him around.
Yeah.
So they just cut him.
One of several stars leaving Jacksonville in the last 2 years.
Yannick Ngakoue.
2 days actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calais Campbell left in the offseason.
Campbell left this offseason. Ramsey last year. Foles.
They traded Ramsey. They didn't let him
Boye. Yeah, I know, but they're still
getting rid of.
They traded. Then
what other DN did they trade?
The D lineman. Who did they trade this week?
No, that was
Yannick Ngakoue.
Yeah.
They traded a D lineman to the Rams.
I don't know. Oh, Dante Fowler Jr. That was 2 years ago.
Yes, that's who it was.
That was on the Rams.
Yeah.
But so Fournette now one of the top free agents, along with Earl Thomas, who was also released within the last week for
can't believe the Eagles haven't picked him up yet. I'm just saying.
Issues. Who was picked up off the major free agent contenders? Jaden McClowney signed with the Giants last night.
Oh, great!
Wait, actually?
I believe so.
Wait, seriously?
Great. I mean, that's just another top tier edge rusher running at best case old Jason Peters.
I wouldn't say he's top tier.
He's elite.
I'd say
he's running it.
He's good.
Old Jason Peters.
I wouldn't say he's elite at all.
Really?
Siggs, I don't think Jadeveon.
I'm now looking for the Yahoo article that said that.
I don't.
Obviously.
Where's the Yahoo article?
Yeah, I don't think he's. It says they're legitimate contenders.
Scratch that part. Scratch that part, Colin.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Colin, I didn't say that. Justin, why would you say that?
That would be Justin.
Justin, come on.
Wait a minute. Where did I see this? Is he a contender? Are they a contender to sign him?
Theoretically, yeah.
I'm totally befuddled.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I read this somewhere.
Wait, dog, did you say money? You say the word money?
Oh, I did happen to say the word money.
Because I sniff a transition here. You know who wants more money? Breaking as of about an hour and a half ago, Mr. Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, he's
apparently, reportedly, have been exploring options to trade their star running back, which isn't going to happen. It would be stupid if they do that.
They'd be stupid to do that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
whatever Ian Rappaport tweets, I just relay.
Perfect. Obviously, great original thoughts only from Luke Opilski.
That's all we
need.
But
I don't. In terms of if they are trying to trade Alvin Kamara, I don't think anyone's meeting their asking price, which would be multiple first-round picks. I would assume
at least one.
Speaking of asking prices, earlier in the year when Yannick Ngakoue trade rumors were floating around, it was saying that the Jags wanted at most a first and a third round pick, and he left Jacksonville for a second and I believe a which could
Conditional
turn into
fifth.
a fourth.
Yeah.
Conditional fifth. Yeah.
But Yannick
Um,
Ngakoue isn't the
what-
player that Alvin Kamara is, so
Is
Yeah, look at
Kamara
it
a
from that
system
sense.
player? Question mark.
Yeah.
How good is he
Like,
outside Nola?
it's all relative. Football is just NFL scripted.
It's all
That's
relative.
what-
I don't
Yes,
know.
thank
Here's
you.
the thing. I don't know
I
who
agree
would
with you.
trade. These are pliers. I don't know who would trade for Kamara though. Like in a real sense, like a lot of teams would like to have him, sure, but not for a first and another pick.
Eagles?
Yeah.
No, wait, no, they
No.
have Miles Sanders.
Miles
I was
Sanders, yeah.
joking.
B-Tech.
Even if you are in the need for a running back, it'll probably be
The
paying less
Jaguars
for
should trade for him.
Fournette.
No, they shouldn't.
I mean, they're in the market for a
Jags.
running back. Hey-o.
Well, it looks like
yeah.
at this point the Saints are trying to lose the division to the Bucks, so be it.
The Bucks.
We'll let it
The
happen.
Bucks need a running back. There you go. Ronald Jones is here.
Yeah.
They're not trading to an in-division opponent. Are you stupid? Why would they
It
do that?
happens. It happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rarely.
DeMarco Murray, another running back that was
He
traded.
was not a trade.
division.
He was a free agent. He was a
He
free
was a
agent.
free
DeMarco Murray was
agent,
a free agent, and he
Oh,
was
that's
a
right.
system player. Let's not kid ourselves. DeMarco Murray was a system player.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't. There's a difference between
What?
There's a difference between being a system player and then having and running inside runs well, and then having your coach try to bounce you outside every time he runs you. I think he wasn't a system player. There was just a really
He
bad
was a
system at Philly.
player. He was a system player behind your offensive line.
There was a
Which-
bad
full
system
of
at Philly. There was a
meatheads.
bad system at Philly. Was the real problem.
He benefited from running behind the Cowboys'
Are you
offensive
defending
line.
Chip Kelly right now? I need you to think about what you're saying.
I was
No,
gonna
I'm not
say,
the-
Siggs has a half decent argument here for once. It is the Chip Kelly system.
All right, it's
August
also the Dallas
rivaling my
O-line. Let's
stupidity
not
with my
kid
Jaden
ourselves.
Clowney statement.
It is also
Let's
the Dallas
not kid
O-line.
ourselves.
So-
It was also the Dallas O-line being superior in every sense to the Philly O-line. I complimented your team, Nikki.
People always boast that Philly had such a great O-line. I don't know. Maybe that was just Chip
We
Kelly being
don't.
bad.
Philly
Kelly was
Philly
just
has
bad.
never had a great O-line.
No,
That's
Philly's
Chip
Kelly
never.
was just
Well,
bad.
Not a hot take, it's a
Super Bowl,
cold
the
take.
Super Bowl year, they were pretty good.
Yeah.
And I
Yep.
think the
that,
year
that
after,
may be the best game the
around
Philadelphia
the Super Bowl
Eagles
year,
O-line have played in the
that's
past
when the
10
O-line
years.
was the best. Mhm.
The Eagles O-line is the most overrated in the entire league.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Please.
heard of the Cowboys?
Their O-line isn't.
I'll get to an
overrated, that's the
argument
problem.
sooner with that.
No, theirs is much better than the Eagles.
I'm waiting for it.
Guarantee you.
Speaking of a team that's much better, the Padres.
I have no idea where
That was
Wheeling
bad.
and
Yeah, that's
sorry.
dealing.
Colin,
That
take
was-
off a point off his.
Nah, you got to take a point off for that.
tally.
I appreciate the effort, but it was
What? Horseshit. But whatever.
Yes, the Padres they're the fun team in baseball right now.
Wheeling and dealing. Trade
And how
for
could you hate them?
really, really fun this yesterday. Lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
what's his first
Trade
name?
deadline yesterday.
Mike Clevenger. They traded for him. Yeah, the Padres are clearing out the farm system in what is most certainly a win now. With Fernando
Oh, really?
Tatis hitting the bejesus out of the ball.
Yep.
And
And
they decide, hey, what's going on? It's like when you're in poker and you go, this hand is pretty fire. But it's not unbeatable, but I'm still gonna go all in and we're gonna see what happens. It's like when you have that 2-pair hand, but there's a pair on the table and you go, I'm gonna bet big, but someone definitely has 3 of a kind. So we'll see what happens.
I like this. I think they're pushing in now. I don't know, because
Or
They
in the
can
next
contend with
couple
the Dodgers.
years. They can contend with the Dodgers, yeah.
yeah,
But
I like this.
obviously they're really trying to get back into the playoffs, being 14 years since they were last in the playoffs.
Yep.
And what is that, 22 since they won a playoff series?
So
What was the Padres record last year?
pretty
decent?
bad, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was
It was
gonna
like-
say this is sort of a worst to first scenario. So
No, they weren't.
Potentially.
They weren't worse. They were better than the Orioles.
Oh
they
yeah, the
were better
Tigers
than
were worse. The
Marlins.
Orioles were worse, but
Yeah, the Tigers were bad.
they were nothing to write home about.
yeah. Well, I'm saying
yeah.
theoretically
They
they
were
70 and
around
92.
500.
weren't that
70,
good.
92.
Yeah, they were around 500. They weren't great, but
Mhm.
I don't know.
it's not like they were worse.
I like what
Mhm.
they're doing. I like what they're putting together in San Diego.
San Diego.
Potential face of the MLB, and Fernando.
Sure.
They got stuff
That's
going for them, and they're not a hateable team. Like, I don't care about San Diego. You don't care about San Diego. Now, if the Red Sox are putting together something like this, Yankees, I think we'd all be pissed off. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable point.
It's
Real
We'll
quick,
take-
new NL MVP odds. Tatis,
He should
Mookie
be the
Betts, and Juan
favorite.
Soto. Who do you like? Tatis is the
Soto's-
favorite. Who do you like out of those three?
Tatis, Tatis, because I don't know if Juan Soto is as good as Tatis is in the outfield. Because Tatis,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure is well above average fielder, and he's
Mhm.
also
Good
the best
Tatis.
hitter in the
Yeah.
NL right now. So I
Yeah.
have to go Tatis. But then after that,
Mhm.
probably Mookie. I'll put Juan Soto at third. Mookie's the guy that's going to
Mookie's
win it
pretty
if
good,
it's
yeah.
not Fernando.
NL West is stacked this year.
NL West is stacked.
Do not sleep with two teams, but
I think they could have 3 teams make the playoffs. No.
in theory, but the wild card spots are any team within 3 games of 500, even below it is
Yeah.
technically in a spot. Phillies and
Yeah,
Marlins
Rockies.
tucking
The
right now
Rockies
with,
and the Giants are both in
15,
a
15.
possible wild card spot.
but not because they're good, just because of
Gabe
what you have
Kapler
to be.
managing the Giants to a playoffs.
Gabe.
That would be.
Abe,
I hope they get
I love
smoked
Gabe.
by anyone they play.
former
Why did we
Philly
let him
coach,
go?
for a very good
Yeah,
reason.
he
'cause
was.
We brought in.
So
we,
many
we
reasons
brought
they let
in
him go.
a Hall of Fame coach.
Oh my god. Oh my
You know
god.
who else we brought in? Some pitching help in the bullpen. Like it was an
What,
okay
one
move.
guy?
But, was it just one after the 2 from the Red Sox?
Well, theoretically, together it's 3 that we've brought in the past week and a half, I think. The first 2 guys we
yeah.
brought in from the Red Sox. We brought in one guy yesterday, I think, from the Brewers.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
was one
remember that
yesterday
one.
from the Brewers.
It doesn't matter. It's so irrelevant.
Yeah, we're probably still just gonna be 500, make the playoffs, and lose and get bounced in the wild card game. So it's whatever.
Good talk.
Baseball.
Certain sources have informed me that DeMarco Murray not a system player because he actually rushed for 1,000 yards, over 1,000 yards in his first year in Tennessee.
Really? Fair enough.
Sure did.
Fair enough.
So, guys, the lesson you learned from this podcast: Chip Kelly was a really bad coach. But the teams he ruined.
Didn't Philip Lindsay rush for 1,000 yards like last year or something like that?
1,000 yards is a lot. How many yards you
No,
rushed?
I'm not saying that it's not a lot.
How many yards you
but-
rushed for?
Are you kidding me? He's a Polish
in Madden.
tank.
So when I create, you can create a player in Madden. I had 875 yards in one game.
Oh,
I'm a beast. Yeah.
He's pretty sick. If you didn't know.
Buy Madden 21.
No,
Give EA
No,
more-
please
do not.
don't.
We are
Please
not
don't.
endorsing that. We are not endorsing
Give
that.
EA more of your
No.
own money.
If EA offered us money, maybe I'd take it. But no, we do not endorse that on the podcast.
No way.
Tom, blur that
Buy
out. We don't talk about sponsors.
PGA Tour 2K21.
Luke, stop.
Oh,
talking
PGA
about-
Tour. Ooh,
We're
That
not
is not-
shouting out
however-
people if they don't sponsor us.
That is not a segue though, because soccer is the next sport. That's actually the segue.
I was
just
gonna
said
say you
segue.
should have said FIFA
Nicky
and then
fine.
say anyway.
No, that's too clear. That's too clear. Colin, turn your
Soccer.
camera on. Play rock paper scissors.
all right.
So some big news in soccer.
Big signings
So
everywhere.
obviously, yeah, big signings everywhere. Chelsea with some signings. Everyone else with some signings, to be honest. But obviously, the biggest thing is what was at least the most interesting part of Chelsea's was Hakeem Ziyech wearing 22 and Timo Werner wearing 11, if I'm not mistaken. And
Oh,
it
dude,
was
there's one position I don't know the number. Can you tell me it might be their 10 this year, by any chance?
I think it might be Christian Pulisic.
Oh my God, an American player with a number 10
So,
in a
yeah.
Premier League club.
Oh yeah,
That's quite an honor.
I'm as surprised as you are, to be honest.
We'll take
It was very interesting news because you hear about it and you go, and then you hear, oh, Pulisic is going to get the number 10 shirt, and you go, little pressure, because at this point, he's one of the longer tenured players at the club in terms of people in the starting 11, because you have 3 new attackers, you have a fresh center back. You're already at 4. Pulisic could be the captain this year. Ben Chilwell at left back. Any midfielders brought in? No, I don't think so, right? No, they sold Jorginho, right? And
Yeah,
brought
no,
in. Did
anyway,
Jorginho leave?
I don't know.
It was rumored he was leaving. I forget if he left or
Anyway,
not.
but it's pretty big for America.
What's also big for America? Another Bundesliga talent moving up in the world, leaving the Farmers
Weston McKennie.
Leagues.
Yes,
Weston McKennie going to Juventus to play with Cristiano.
this is pretty big.
Big move from the young guy.
It gives me some American pride. Going into Qatar 2020, whatever the hell. Hoping that gets canceled. But it's all building up to hopefully a great climax in 2026 when we host another World Cup. I'm getting this American energy going.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully we qualify. We have to qualify.
Hopefully we qualify.
We're guaranteed.
Yeah, we're guaranteed to qualify.
We're guaranteed to qualify, guys. Don't you worry.
Don't you worry. We'll still come out. We'll lose CONCACAF, though. That'll be the funny part.
Mexico's wife.
Mexico's coming for us. We are Mexico's legal property.
One on Troubler Nation. I'm your host, Killer Keemstar.
Sorry.
We're actually watching the drama over an episode between us and Always Sunny or Funny. What are they called? I don't even know their name.
That's that's an episode that hasn't premiered yet on Drama Alert.
Continuing with the signings, couple
or lack thereof.
Yeah, well, I think United got a signing. Some kid from Ajax, I forget which.
Donny
they might
Van de
That's a short joke. You can't see them. You like microscopic love.
They're taking that money from him to potentially sign Barcelona player Luis Suarez. Speaking of Barcelona players, Ivan Rakitic went back to Sevilla where he was before his Barcelona tenure. So little turnover in Barca, especially since there's this one guy.
This one kind of important, dude. He's kind of short. Lives in. He was born in South America. He's okay at soccer or something.
He's allegedly worth $900 million, I think.
I thought it was 700.
It's something ludicrous. Lionel Messi. Will he leave Barca? Luke.
Yes.
There you go. Luke said he's leaving.
He's going to Bayern. Bayern's picking him up.
Bayern only robs other German clubs. That's the only signing Bayern makes. Literally just rob Dortmund every summer. There's nothing you can do.
I hate to interrupt soccer, but Colin, I want you to put a picture of Cam Newton's new Patriot headshot.
Oh my God! Yeah, yeah.
I'm just scrolling through our group chats now, and somebody just sent it, and he looks like he has a mop on his head. Not kidding.
It's pretty impressive, but I think Messi goes if someone talks Barca down to I don't know, 200 million.
Well, Messi's just trying to dodge the fee in general.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it'll just yeah.
Colin, how do you mute Luke in this segment?
Just cancel him. Just literally, just cancel him.
Just put Justin.
Yeah, he's been muted. We're good.
Okay.
I can mute myself, losers.
Right.
I mean, City was. I saw that City was talking about doing some ungodly sum of money plus 3 players. There was Gabriel Jesus Navas, and someone else, but we'll see what happens. I think he leaves. I don't think there's any way he stays.
Yeah.
If they don't waive the clause, I think he can sit out next year, and then he'll be able to go for free. But that means we're getting a year without arguably one of the best 3 players in the world, or 2 players.
Well, no, definitively one of the best 3 players in the world.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It'll be sad to see a year of soccer without Messi. That would be very disappointing.
Speaking of best player in the world, you can write this in the notes. Robert Lewandowski getting robbed of the Ballon d'Or.
Oh my God! No, we talked about this last week. We talked about this last week.
What we saying?
I had to say it every week to hopefully garner support, so whoever that is in France can change their mind. Robert,
he was denied his rightful trophy.
He won everything he could. He scored the most goals and everything he could. I don't understand.
Neither do I. It was definitive that Robert Lewandowski was the best player in the world this year, and there was no getting around it. Just give the man his award. Rip Poland.
Shut up.
Speaking
One more
No.
soccer news.
What? Do we?
Yeah, the Community Shield. I just want to mention that real quick.
That was
Liverpool
interesting.
fans will tell you it didn't matter because they lost it, but they lost to Arsenal.
Arsenal fans will say it mattered because they beat Liverpool for silverware.
Arsenal is so good when they don't have
Arsenal's
to play the
sick
likes of Villa
when they play
or
a top
Bournemouth
6 team.
or
Whenever
Watford,
Arsenal plays a top 6 team, they're it's like a whole different team. Whenever they play a bottom 6 team, suddenly they turn into a championship team.
When Brighton Hove
It's
walks
insane.
in, Arsenal runs away. When City walks up, they crush them. It's incredible.
It's like, oh, bro, it's so weird. I don't understand how it works, but it works. Fair
They
play.
find a way.
They find a way. Speaking of finding a way, huge putt from Dustin Johnson. We're going back to the BMW Championship.
This is golf, if you couldn't tell.
This is golf, if you can tell.
That's a segue.
Dustin Johnson making a huge putt on the 18th hole. If you haven't seen it,
But guess who made a bigger putt? Guess who made a bigger putt?
Joe.
The Spaniard himself,
John
John
holding out
Rahm.
from 60 feet, right? It was 60 feet that
Something
John
like
Rahm
that.
pulled out from.
It was a
win the tournament.
ridiculously left to right. It was like left to right. Like
Dustin
huge,
Johnson had a
ridiculous.
triple breaker to force a playoff hole. Dustin Johnson.
Yeah, well, he's big and
immaculate.
lanky, and he's not the Spaniard. He's not John.
Yeah, John Rahm definitely huge win for him because that puts a huge boost for him in the very cool, very hip FedEx Cup.
The amazing FedEx Cup. Whoever wins this week's your champion, ladies and get ready.
Get ready for it. And obviously with the very interesting starting format. So if you don't know, the FedEx Cup is for a lot of money. $10 million.
And for those of you, what Aug's about to say, for those of you that don't understand this is the reason why this tournament sucks, and this is the reason why I hate golf.
Normally,
I do too.
when you're playing golf, you start off with 0 shots, right? So when you get to the first hole, you at 0, and then you go from there, and however many shots it takes till you get done is your score. So guys will shoot, say par on the course is 72. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They shoot 70, so they're 2 under par, right? So instead, what the FedEx Cup decides to do, now this is very hip, right? FedEx Cup says,
this is awesome.
We'll take the points leader.
Hip?
So out of FedEx, golf's so hip, Nikki. What do you mean? With the FedEx Cup, there's a point system, right? For every tournament you win, you get some points, and there's standings, right? So when they get to the final, Dustin Johnson has the most points. You know what they do? They give him 10 free shots.
Yeah.
What?
Now,
He gets to walk into the tournament having a 2-shot lead. He's 10 under par, and he hasn't even hit a single shot yet.
And he hasn't hit a shot. So in essence,
he's great. Can I have that when I play golf?
Yeah, Nikki. Next time you'll play, we'll make a course vlog. Nikki, next time we play,
handicapping the best person? This is what
they aren't handicapping the best person.
They are handicapping people that don't even have handicaps.
They're helping people who don't have handicaps. In essence, it's as if Dustin Johnson was playing at a 10 handicap. And Dustin Johnson is not a 10 handicap.
Mm-hmm.
So, cool. Because here's the thing. You have Colin Morikawa starting at, 5 under? And then you have,
something like that.
Who's at the bottom? Hold on.
We got to find these. Hold on.
So, golf is going swimmingly. They find
no,
those.
It's not.
Tennis, guys.
Tournament sucks.
No one cares.
Yeah, Nick, you
right,
can update us on tennis while we speak golf.
Yeah, you got some research, guys. Tennis.
No, shut up. Colin, mute him. Dustin Johnson starting at 10 under par. John Rahm starting at 8 under. Judd Thomas starting at 7. Webb Simpson starting at 6 under. 5 under is Colin Morikawa. Starting at 4 under, Hideki Matsuyama, Sung J M, Bryson DeChambeau, Harris English, and Daniel Berger. Starting at 3 under, Brendan Todd, Rory, Patrick Reed, Xander Schauffele, and Sebastian Munoz.
Starting at 2 under, Lanto Griffin, Scotty Scheffler, who put together a huge round to get into this tournament. Joaquin Niemann, Tyrell Hatton, Tony Finau. Starting at 1 under, Kevin Kisner. Check out his episode with Barstool Sports. Funny as shit. Abraham Answer, Ryan Palmer, Kevin Na walking it in, and Mark Leishman. And starting at even par, Cameron Smith, Victor Hovland, Mackenzie Hughes, Cam Champ, and Billy Horschel.
Now, if you're wondering why you haven't heard your favorite golfer yet, well, he's not in the tournament. He didn't make it. There's only 30 people in this tournament. No cuts
Tony
whatsoever.
Romo's not in?
We're playing until Sunday. Tony's not in. Steph's not in. Bill Murray's not in. Nobody's in.
Tiger's not in.
Tiger's not in.
No Brooks Koepka.
No Brooks. No
Rory?
Rory's in.
Rory's in. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
the
like-
golf name I know.
So here's the thing,
Mhm.
right? Rory McIlroy, who was an excellent golfer, is now 7 shots back before even hitting the course.
Yep.
Like what are you supposed to do in his position? You're
Ladies and
7
gentlemen,
shots
Field
back
advantage, baby.
Welcome
of
to the
a hot,
FedEx Cup.
a hot
Welcome to the
Dustin
FedEx Cup.
Johnson. Like you have no chance. You have no chance. So I'm picking Dustin Johnson to
Is there
win.
a 2-point conversion in this golf? I like this one.
Yeah, it's called an eagle.
This is like
Yeah.
EA arcade golf that they're playing this year. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm picking.
Mhm.
You got to pick Dustin Johnson to win just because he's going in with a 2-shot lead and he's playing great. He's coming off multiple good finishes in a row. I don't.
Mm.
It's the second. It's hard not to pick John Rahm coming off a huge win, but I think DJ holds it together and wins the FedEx Cup this year.
Sig about you.
Dustin Johnson, man. I've been watching him all season. Man is playing lights out. He puts the ball in the hole like no one else does. Nobody does it better.
I'm sure you know all about that, Nikki.
I've watched golf. Actually, no, I have not had a family get together in several months, so I have not been forced to watch golf in a while. There you go, guys. Good news.
There you go. Yeah, well, I'm not
Father-
picking anybody.
Father-
This tournament sucks. Yeah, there's you don't
You're
get a whole lot of
protesting the
medals in
tournament?
golf.
You're protesting.
You don't get a whole lot of medals in the FedEx Cup. But you want to know what rhymes with medals?
Pedals.
And you want to know where there's people peddling right now?
Tennis.
Over in
US
France.
Open.
No.
I don't know why we're including it, but the Tour de France is happening. It's
I
kind of
know.
interesting or something.
Started a few days ago.
Luke Googled the
sort
favorite
of like
5 minutes before the podcast started.
2 or
Luke,
3
we got
days ago. That's not true because I knew the favorites. Massive cycling fan. Lance Armstrong's innocent until proven guilty. Give
I'm
him
pretty sure
all
he
the
was
7
proven
years.
guilty.
was
so
proven
I'm not sure.
guilty.
I'm not sure
No,
how you're
no,
going.
didn't get any jail time. Lay off Chris Froome too.
Because
Chris
it's not
Froome is just
illegal
the
in the
English.
They
PEDs.
stripped all of his titles.
Chris Froome is like basically the English version of Lance Armstrong. You guys probably don't know his name. He won
Except he probably doesn't
4.
take drugs.
He won 4 consecutive Tour de France's, and then when he won his 4th, people were like, "Oh wait, he's probably doping." So people just hate him now.
Was he doping?
The favorites, the winner last year, Egan Bernal from Team Ineos, formerly known as Team Sky, which hails Mr. Chris Froome. The Colombian
What country is
master.
Egan from?
Egan is from, I think he might be from Colombia as well. He's from some South
There's no
American
way the
country.
2 top bikers in the world are both Colombians.
I don't think anyone
Speaking of
cares.
Colombia, Nairo Quintana, who has not won a Tour de France yet. He is. You'll see him on the climbs towards the end of this month when the Tour de France gets good. And then
Yeah, when it becomes like actually interesting, when it's like 2 or 3 things from the end, that's when it'll get interesting.
those
having
are
a
the
rough
good
day.
stages because right now it's just the big sprinters just winning every stage, and then when they
They're
they
both
start climbing
Colombian.
in the Alps,
They're both
when
Colombian.
they start climbing in the
Bad
Alps,
day.
they'll lose everybody. And here's my pick. The Frenchman himself has been very close. Had the yellow jersey for a while last year before Mr. Bernal took it away from him. Mr. Roman, that's my pick to win it this year. So yeah, that's the first time we've ever talked about cycling on this channel. So
I'd like to
shout out
mention
to
I
everybody.
get yelled at every time I talk about hockey for more than 2 minutes. But I'm happy we spend 2 minutes on cycling. Just want to give you
That's
guys
it.
perspective. on it.
Don't worry, there will be no
That's it.
more minutes on cycling, Nikki. It's okay.
Oh no!
Oh,
when
there-
they crown
there will be.
no,
There
every
will be.
podcast we have to talk about cycling now. We dug us a
We're-
hole.
just so you know, we're adding a new sport. Next week's badminton.
I can give you
Bro,
guys an
badminton's
esports
sick.
rundown if you want.
Badminton
I'll
is sick.
try and
Yeah,
get
it
what?
is.
Nikki, hello.
Yeah, Nikki froze. Well, since he froze, this is a great time to promote our new movie, The Blind Side. The Blind Side is about a. Is Augie frozen too? Oh wait, no, he's
No, I'm
All
alright.
right.
I'm
Blind Side's
confused
a
as to
great
why you're
movie.
talking about the blind side.
Those are the last words. Those are the last words that I heard before. Like I think I froze too, and I heard The Blind Side. So great
Who
movie. The
knows?
guy was not blind. He was not
But
blind.
instead of Sigs, I'll wrap it up today. We'll do it a little bit.
No, don't wrap it up because I had a question. If Sigs is
Oh,
alive, and
yeah.
Colin, turn on
Sigs
your
is
camera.
gone.
Sigs just left. All right,
Sigs
Colin.
just left.
Oh wait, no, Sigs might be getting back in now. If he gets
No,
back
he-
in, that's good. So then we can ask the
Oh,
question.
he's rejoining.
There
I
he
dropped
is.
my phone on the power button on my keyboard.
That's not good. It's not good.
Colin, edit
So,
that part
I-
out. Colin, edit this whole podcast out.
So I have a final segment. We're gonna now end these boys podcasts with a new segment I call Questions with the Boys. Today's question is, what is the best sports movie of all time? Sigs, go.
Oh shit. Oh
I'm
god.
spot first.
That's okay. Fuck.
I'll give the language. Can't think of any off the top of my head, so I'll go with dodgeball. Dodgeball, not the traditional sport you'd think of.
Bastard.
But
I would have picked that too if I thought of it.
it's a quality hooligan movie, as I would describe it. Teaches you great lessons about life, like dodging balls, dodging wrenches, dodging cars. Dip.
Lesbian.
I don't remember the 5 Ds of dodgeball.
Bisexual.
Everything Patrick O'Houlihan teaches you is worthwhile.
How do I say thunderstruck in so many languages?
Thank you, Kyle.
All I'm saying.
If someone says
That's the only
Rudy,
language I know.
disconnect them from the podcast.
Og?
Thunderstruck.
Hmm.
I did say The Blind Side. That's
You
what
did. Say,
I was
I'm not picking that though. That's soft.
Blind
soft,
Side?
soft.
The Blind Side. He was not blind.
He wasn't blind.
Contrary to
Yeah.
popular belief.
I'll go with Happy Gilmore.
That was my name. Yeah.
Classic. That's a classic.
An
Great movie.
really epic sports content. Very.
If you haven't watched
realistic.
Happy Gilmore, watch it. You got to watch that before you go to college. So.
Yes.
Luke, what'd you say? I was not here when you said your thing.
I haven't said it yet.
What is Luke?
Good segue, Luke.
And my favorite sports movie of all time is Die Hard. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for
I
joining
know,
us
I
on the
know.
Wudder Boys podcast today. From all
That's
of us
our
here, our
movie.
sound
That's the worst part. I was gonna say Die Hard if I could think of the name. That's the worst.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie and it's a sports movie. There's
Not a
there's
sports
dude, Bruce
movie.
Willis
It's
is
a
all
lot
over the
of
walls
things.
in that movie.
It doesn't mean shooting's a recreational sport, guys. Guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Wudder Boys podcast. Luke's gonna give us the outro, but guys, I'd like to say, if you guys want to give us a question that we can answer instead of what our favorite sports movie is, guys, please hit us up in the Wudder Boys Instagram DMs or
DM
or
us
on the YouTube
questions with the
comments.
boys. New question every week.
our
Send us what you
our
think.
tag is Wudder Boys, WUDDERBOYS. Colin put that up on the screen, all lowercase. Follow us on
Bam!
Gram.
Picture of Lonzo. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
I think we did. I think we all did.
I think
It
everyone
was-
did,
it
yeah.
was, it was getting to be a bit too long. I was surprised it hadn't happened yet.
But yeah.
Yeah. You got to save it to the end.
That's true.
All right. Can I take us home?
Yeah.
Take us
you
out.
got this.
All right. From all of us here at the Wudder Boys podcast, along with our sound manager, Quinn, our editor, Colin, and everybody at the It's Always Funny podcast, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today, and keep your stick on the ice.